Richmond, Staten Island didn't always feel like part of New York City. For centuries, it was something quieter, older, and far more complicated than most people realize. Before skyscrapers, bridges, or borough politics, this land was home to the Lenape Native Americans. They lived off these waters, fishing the Arthur Kill and the Kilvan Pool long before Staten Island even had that name. When the Dutch arrived in the 1600s, Richmond became one of the earliest European settlements in New York, but it was never a place of comfort. Early colonists faced constant conflict, harsh winters, and isolation that made Richmond feel like the edge of the world. Here is something most people don't know. Richmond was once the capital of Staten Island, and for a time, it mattered more than St. George ever did. Richmond town was the political and cultural heart of the island, filled with courts, churches, and trade routes. When New York City expanded, Richmond slowly faded into the background. Not because it failed, but because the city grew around it and left it behind. During the American Revolution, Staten Island was a stronghold for the British, and Richmond quietly became a place of loyalty, fear, and divided families. Neighbors spied on each other. Brothers fought on opposite sides. Some residents secretly supported independence, while others openly backed the crown, knowing it could cost them everything. Richmond also holds a darker, rarely discussed legacy. Enslaved Africans lived and worked here well into the 19th century, even as New York began ending slavery. Their labor built homes, farms, and roads, yet their names were barely recorded, almost erased from history. The silence around them is part of Richmond's story, too. What makes Richmond powerful isn't what it became, but what it preserved. While much of New York erased its past to make room for progress, Richmond kept it. The buildings still stand. The streets still curve the way they did centuries ago. Walking through Richmond is like stepping into a version of New York that refused to disappear. This isn't just a forgotten neighborhood. It's a reminder that history doesn't always live in headlines or monuments. Sometimes it survives quietly, waiting for someone to finally tell its story.